This reaction is brought to you by my $5 or more patrons at patreon.com/AlexHeitz. I'd like to thank Identitech, TFG, Will E, Steve Aldersley, Jason Bates, at HotGirlVideo69 on Twitter, Mason Frost, Matthew McLaughlin, Andres Glacial, Ray Schuster, and B. Javer for sponsoring this video, supporting me, my family, the channel. I appreciate it highly, and I hope you all enjoy the video. Lemon water. Because you know what? For the fourth time in 2 months, I'm sick again. Really pissed off now. Oh, man. Oh, it's so annoying in the winter when this hits over and over, because it's like mentally I'm like, all right, bouncing back from the holidays, gonna start cleaning the house, doing things, to-do list, and then it's just like, oh, my wife is sick. I'm taking care of her and the kids, and then she gets better, and as she's getting better, I get sick, and I'm like, it's like, 10 days of just sickness that just freaking destroy us. But you know what? I am here. Hopefully I'm not really coughy. I'm a little nasally, but I'm okay. I am not coffee. I'm a human. I am not a drink. This video is already off to a horrible start, but you know what? We're going to keep going because that is the way. That is the way. I have not done any follow-ups to the previous two albums I have reacted to, which were Evol, I believe, and what was the poll one that I did? I just completely forgot already. PJ Harvey, To Bring You My Love. So I have not done follow-ups to either of those yet. But I will at some point. So I don't really have any new updates to give as far as, those previous albums going into this next one. However, for those who don't know, I do unedited reactions at my Patreon, patreon.com/AlexHeitz. Head on over there, and for $10 a month, you can get access to unedited reactions from Modest Mouse going forward. I believe it's over 25 reactions at this point that you can get access to for $10 a month. Have a few people at that level. If not, $1 a month gets you access to vote in polls that I do every 2 to 4 albums or so, where either I or people on my Discord choose 4 albums, and then the poll chooses which album I listen to. It just kind of breaks up the monotony of artist binges, and $1 a month would support the channel greatly. So if you're interested in that at all, head on over there. If not, we will continue forward. Sister, Sonic Youth. 1987, 1 year after Evol. Like I said, I haven't done the follow-up yet, but I will say Evol was quite nice. A very nice balance of no wave and alt rock and noise rock. I haven't gone back and re-listened to those tracks or wrote up my notes on the follow-up yet, so I can't really say more than that off the top of my head. But I certainly liked it way more than Bad Moon Rising, by a fair margin. And we seem to be on this upward trajectory. Evol was kind of the beginning of it. Sister is supposed to be better, and then Daydream Nation is kind of their pinnacle, and then it kind of comes down a little bit again. So yeah, 37 minutes. I suppose we'll tack on the bonus track, which has a really funny name. So we'll have 11 tracks in total. And yeah, just more noise rock, post-punk kind of stuff, experimental. I think the no wave is kind of gone at this point. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how much prepared instrumentation they do on here. It was really cool what they did on Evol. But we'll see what we got here. So without further ado, I have nothing more to say. So let's start with the first track, Schizophrenia. They're still toying with timbres a little bit. Well, certainly more straightforward Still on that Evol path. I didn't love that one, but I didn't love the opening track off of Evol either. It's a I don't know. It sometimes their like post-punky noise rock stuff just kind of lacks tone, and that's kind of what I got from that one as well. Although I did kind of like the shift in the last half of the song into a little bit more of like a well-phrased instrumental outro. But as like an alt rock song, I don't know. But let's keep going though. The next one, I Got a Catholic Block. Intriguing. That one had a little bit more of that like noisy punky aspect to it, but then it took this like nice little melancholy alt rock break at the end there. I like that. I like that one more than the opening track, for sure. Not a whole lot more. I don't have a ton to say so far because it's following a lot of the same I wouldn't say motifs, but using a lot from the same toolbox that Evol did. So a lot of what I said on that reaction kind of applies here as well. I'm also noticing, I forget if it was this track or the one before, this thing that like they did it on Bad Mood Rising a few times, maybe at least once, where it's like just this, the song kind of grinds to a halt and you just have this like the percussion just like it just slows down and it's almost like the heartbeat of the song is still going and it's big. That's a motif that they seem to reuse multiple times. Anyway, next track, Beauty Lies in the Eye. Okay. Interesting. I like the Kim Gordon led tracks, like Shadow of a Doubt from the previous album. My favorite from that track, or my favorite track from that album. And based on a lot of comments on that video, it's a lot of people's favorite Sonic Youth song, period. It's really cool, really atmospheric. This one not as good as Shadow of a Doubt, obviously, but yeah, it's a really interesting, very unique kind of gothic feel that they're able to evoke at times. Some might argue that they're not really gothic, but gothic is a very umbrella type of term, I feel. And I think that a lot of their music, especially those kind of Kim Gordon tracks, lean into those vibes a little bit. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. All right, next track, Stereo Sanctity.
7.
I don't know. Maybe it's just like immediate listen. And I mean, we're only 4 tracks in, so whatever. But on first listen, I'm not vibing with this one as much as I am Evil. This seems to like, I mean, the playing is cool, but it's not as compelling as some of the Evil tracks. The tone is lacking a little bit. It just feels like a little more, I wouldn't say generic because that implies negativity. But I will say generic, even though I'm not implying negativity, because generic music can sound good if it's evoking a good tone. But this so far is just, it's not that atmospheric compared to Evil or even Bad Moon Rising. It just feels like straight noisy alt rock so far. I don't know. I mean, Catholic Block was interesting. Beauty Lies in the Eye was fine. This one was kind of weak. I think this is my least favorite so far. I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's a little more aggressive. And I mean, that's a weird thing to say because I know a lot of people like aggressive music. And that's not to say that I don't. It's just sometimes for me, aggressive music loses the forest for the trees or the whatever, insert whatever idiom here. Because I love some aggressive music and I can really just, vibe with it and get into it. But aggressive for aggressive sake doesn't always work for me. I'm not necessarily saying that's what's happening here. I don't know. So far, I'm uncertain, but we'll keep going. Pipeline, Kill Time. Wow, wow. Stretch me to the point where I start, kill this love. I'll join you tonight at the bottom of the well. I'm not here. It's kill time. I'll shut it down. I've got a pipeline straight to the heart of you. That's on a chain being wound around us. The toiling of idle hands, dripping with guilt, drifting of light and shadows. I don't know what it is about this album that's rubbing me the wrong way. Like the weird like that just was like super grating. All the other instrumentation and that come down was good though. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm letting you guys down because everyone was so excited for me to react to Sister. And I don't think it's because I'm sick. Like mentally, I'm fine. It's just this album is missing something, and I can't quite put my finger on what it is. It just doesn't seem as like focused tonally. It's just super messy. But like some of it's cool and compelling, but other parts just kind of get in the way for me. I don't know. This might have to be one of those ones where like my follow up will be a proper opinion on it because sometimes albums just don't land properly on first listen and it takes a little bit for them to digest and maybe things will change. I don't know. But for now, let us continue with Tuff Gnarl. Straightforward song. That's my favorite one so far. I don't know if that's a weird opinion to have. Um, yeah, that was. I like the change of pace, the like more typical chord structure in the opening, and then it just like accelerated. And Sonic Youth is great at this. I feel like Evil maybe had a couple tracks that were like that, just accelerated and climaxed. Yeah, I mean that was a very tight song, and I like that. And Evil had more of that, and Sister doesn't have as much of that so far, at least on the A side. Oh, maybe I'll love everything on the B side. We'll see. Pacific Coast Highway. Another good one. I'm liking side B so far. Cool like ABA structure, and like the B was a nice like, tonal break from the A, and then it managed to like it's one thing to go from A to B from 1.1 to point 2. It's often very difficult in music to just go back from B to A, 2 to 1. Because usually it's like a one-way street, music theory wise. It's often hard to just walk it directly back. But it worked in a very cool way to just go right back to that part of the song again, or that tone in the song from that middle portion. I think that worked quite well. These last two tracks were definitely my favorite so far. Again, I don't know if that's controversial. I don't know if I'm alone in that. But it's more of the things that they were doing really well on Evil that I liked. The first half of the album was just like tonally non-existent almost. I don't know. You can crucify me for saying that, but you know what? It's my reaction. If you don't like it, dislike the video and leave. Hot Wire My Heart. This is a cover by of Crime, just a punk band apparently. Don't know anything about them. I don't always love their covers, but let's see what they do here. I mean, I don't love punk, so I don't have a lot to say. I'm the least angsty person in the world. Well, not in the world, but uh, one of the least angsty people I know, and punk just doesn't get through. It's too hard to get into my soft heart. I'm gonna throw up just saying that. But as far as punk songs go, that one was okay. It's just punk. Like I said, I'm not an angry person, so I don't connect with it on an emotional level. And B, a lot of it sounds samey music wise, music theory wise, compositionally. So I don't get a lot out of it because you've heard 3 punk songs, you've kind of heard a lot of them, unless it's a really artistic punk band. Just in my opinion, you can rag on me for that if you want, but as far as punk songs go, that was fine. And that was probably one of their better covers that I've heard so far. I think I've heard 1 or 2 from the previous albums. But let's move on to Cotton Crown.
It's come to stay in all the way. It's come to stay forever.
I like the dissonance. Not bad. Not as good as Tuff Gnarl or Pacific Coast Highway for me, but still more dynamically interesting than the first half of the album. Like I said in the song, I like that dissonance. I like when they're able to create these like riffs on top of just fairly simple chords. I mean, as far as like they're not like prepared or anything like that. They're just very complicated chords, but simply played. And there's just this like really dissonant, like playing with frequencies kind of thing happening with the guitars. That's very interesting and very unique, and that gives it a very interesting and unique tone, which was absent on the first half of the album. Oh, this is going to be a spicy reaction, I can tell already. I'm curious to see how you guys feel about how I feel about this. White Cross, last track on the basic album, then we'll do the bonus track after. Whoa! There's the drums again. Well. It seems the album is all done. Which was the song that went big and fast like that? Was it Pacific Coast Highway? Or was it Tuff Gnarl? I think it was Tuff Gnarl that I said like kind of accelerated at the end. I dig when they do that. It's always very interesting and compelling. I don't have a ton to say on that one at the moment. Not a ton to say on the album at the moment because we have a bonus track, Master equals Dick. I know. Bro, I don't know. I'm so confused. That was kind of fun. It was sort of silly and wild. So I guess there's that, but it does feel like a little bonus track thing that they did. Okay. Sister. I think Evol is better. That's weird. I was not expecting this to be the case. I like it a touch more than Bad Moon Rising. But yeah, I guess I just don't get it. I don't know, maybe you guys can help me out here. Tell me in the comments what you think about this album, why you might like it, or why you might agree with me. 1 through 5 were some of the weakest ones for me. I like Tuff Gnarl, Pacific Coast Highway. Cotton Crown was fine. White Cross was cool. Catholic Block was alright. But like Schizophrenia, Beauty Lies in the Eye, for what I remember, Stereo Sanctity and Pipeline Kill Time were just kind of boring. Or generic, I should say. Hotwire My Heart, whatever, it's a cover. Yeah, I wasn't really blown away here. Probably a bunch of Sonic Youth heads being like, how dare you? You're not blown away by one of the best albums of the 80s? Who do you think you are? I like to imagine that Sonic Youth fans talk like that. They're like, dude, you didn't like Sister? What the hell, man? That's also not quite right. I have to figure out how Sonic Youth fans sound, apparently. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not writing this off completely right now. Through editing the video a couple times, because I do an unedited video and an edited video for YouTube. One for my patrons and one for just the YouTube audience. And through that, I have to listen to the music again, and usually after that is when I kind of form my final opinions, and then if I listen to it on my own time, I form even more final opinions. And we'll see how it lands in the follow-up. So stay tuned for the follow-up, which if you're not subscribed, hit that bell and that button and all that crap. Yeah, but like I said, not writing this off. Stay tuned for my follow-up to hear how I feel about this album once and for all. But yeah, stay tuned for more, because the next album will be Daydream Nation, which I am quite excited for because it's apparently a really big deal. So yeah, that'll be very fun indeed. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, even though I was like, I don't like noisy music, which is not the truth. I love noisy music. This just didn't do it for me for some reason. Things to plug, patreon.com/AlexHeitz. Head on over there if you'd like to support the channel. $1 a month lets you vote in the polls and goes a long way. And also the Discord. Link in the description for that. Got about 150 members over there, people joining all the time. Got a lot of Sonic Youth fans over there as well, so you will fit right on in if you want to join the community there. Music discussions, recommendations, topster charts, memes, controversial topics, etc., etc. All good, fun stuff. That's all I got for you guys today. Again, hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that I get better soon. I will keep working on song reactions and finally get those follow-ups done for those albums that I listened to, and things will just continue forward as if nothing has ever happened. So until next time, everyone, thank you for watching. Godspeed.